Greetings, young men. This is Principal Kafele. Well, the summer's coming to a close. It's time to get back to school. It's time to get back on that academic grind. This is the first message to your son of about 40 to 45 that I'm going to post throughout the course of this year. And the theme for this one is, it's time to go back to school. Are you ready? Once again, it's time to go back to school. Are you ready? You see, I'm kind of outdoors here. I'm driving. I'm on my last stop of the summer as far as my speaking tour. I'm in Alabama, driving down Highway 65 on my way to Atlanta and then catch a flight. But I said, let me pull over and talk to the young men about preparation for the new school year. Young men, that first day counts. That first day matters. You got to go in there strong. You got to go in there ready. You got to go in there ready to take care of business. You got to go in there hungry. You got to go in there ambitious. You got to go in there with a sense of purpose. You've got to go in there with a sense of a mission. You've got to go in there with a vision. You've got to go in there with passion. Let me tell you something, young men, that first day of school, it matters. That first day can make you or it can break you. You got to go in there, young men, with the right mindset. You got to go in there with the right attitude. You got to go in there ready to excel. You can't go in there just to see your friends. You can't go in there just to, I can't wait to get back just to hang out and see people I haven't seen for a little bit. You got to go in there with the mindset that I'm ready to take advantage of these next 10 months and I'm ready to soar. So your mindset has got to be that you're not going to be distracted. You're not going to be sidetracked, but you're going to go in there with an intention that you're going to take care of business. So your mindset is that you're going to be focused while you're in class. You're going to be serious throughout the course of the school day. You're going to be diligent, meaning hard working throughout the course of the day. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to do all the things you're expected to do all day long, every day. And you're going to be resilient. You'll bounce back when you have a setback. But young men, you have got to take your education seriously. And it starts with day one. You walk into that school, you see your friends, you say hello, and all that greeting that you do, fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But once that teacher says it's time, or once that principal, maybe you'll be meeting with the principal in terms of your school or your grade level. Once all that's behind you, and once the teacher having his or her talk with you is behind you, now it's time to go to work. And you have got to stay focused on the task at hand. You can't allow yourself to deviate. You can't allow yourself to be distracted. You can't allow yourself to be sidetracked. And keep in mind, young man, that when that dismissal bell rings, the school day is not over. The academic day is not over. Because now you got to go home. And you still got work to do. You got studying to do. You've got homework to do. You've got mental preparation to do. Because to be able to endure the 180 days of a traditional or a typical school year, that requires a whole lot of mental preparation, because I will not sit here and tell you that the 180 days is easy. No, it's a challenge. It's work. It entails a great deal of work and effort and sacrifice and commitment. So therefore, you've got to prepare your mind for it regularly. You got to make sure your mind is sharp. So you got to go through a reflection process, just thinking back on the day prior, your successes, your failures, your mistakes, and those things which went well. And you think about what you need to maintain and what you need to purge or get rid of. So every day, you got to mentally prepare yourself. You look in your mirror and you see yourself, but you see yourself 10, 20, 30 years from now being a success story as a result of what you put in to your schoolwork, to your academic life right now. So again, young men, don't go in there wrong this year. By the time this video posts, some of you, depending on what part of the country you're in, you already started. If you're in the South, you probably started already. But it's still the beginning of the year. If you're in the North, you probably have another week or so to go before school starts. But we're still talking about the beginning of the year. Go in there strong on the first day. Don't worry about trying to impress anybody. Don't worry about peer pressure. Don't worry about conforming to somebody's low expectations of you. If it proves that you're different by being brilliant, then be different. If everyone around you or in your circle is settling for average and mediocre, don't conform to that. Be different. Be the one that's striving to be the valedictorian. Be the one that's striving to be the best in the school, the brightest in the school, the most successful in the school. Be that person, because I can guarantee you, you settle for less, you settle for average, you settle for mediocrity, you settle for failure. That may be cool right now, but wait till you're my age at 53 and you have no foundation upon which to stand. You've got no credentials. You've got nothing, no skills, no ability. So you just got to do what's out there instead of doing what you want to do. As you know, I'm an educator, but I'm also a public speaker and a consultant. I work when I want to work. I take off when I want to take off. I worked all this week. Today, I decided this will be an off day. So I'm just taking it down. I'm just cooling out. In fact, I'm making a message to your son video right now. I'm encouraging you to live the same life. Live your life on your terms. Not somebody else's terms, your terms. But you can't do it if you don't lay a solid foundation that is devoid of cracks in the floor that you will not fall through. So again, as I close, the new year is upon us. The first day is upon us. Go in there serious, focused, diligent, disciplined, and resilient, while maintaining a solid belief in yourself, walking in your purpose every day, understanding your obligation to excel, maintaining a fierce determination to be the best you can be, and maintaining a sense of vision as to where you're going as a result of what you put into your schoolwork each and every day. Enough said, young men. We got work to do. We got a year's worth of work to do. This is Principal Kafele. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I want to remind you all, don't just watch this message to your son. Watch the previous 130 that are already posted. If you've seen them all, see them again. See them over and over, because there's so much in those messages. Just keep watching. And then as you watch those, don't forget the new ones coming out. I got about 45 coming out this year. So by the time we get to June, I'll be at about 175 message to your son videos. Watch them all, young men, and tell a friend to watch them too. Enough said. Again, this is Principal Kafele. Thanks for listening. Have an extraordinary school year. Peace.